All right, again, you have that band just draped around your neck, so it'll be handy in just a moment. Let's roll our shoulders up, back, and down. Good morning. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. Abs are in, ribs are pulled down. We're just going to start with a toe touch and bring that out front. We're going to take it to the side, toe tap, and bring it behind you. And in front, to the side, to the back, to the front, just two, to the side, two, to the back, two. Front, front, side, side, back, back, one more, front, front, side, side, back, and back. And then just take it into a tiny little march. I forgot that was the last song on my track. Keep it going, just tiny little march here, please. Make it a slightly bigger march, add some arms. And then slow it down, make that a knee lift. Make those arms a little bigger. Make those arms go side to side, cross that knee over, and tap the outside of your thigh. In a moment, we'll stay on your left leg and double time it. 4, 3, 2, stay here. Two more. Good, step touch. Swing those arms. Toes, sorry. Toes in front, into a knee up. Now swing those arms and start crossing over again. And then in a moment, we'll stay on the right side and double time it. 4, 3, here we go. Two more. And now we step touch without me being wrong. Slide that band as if you're creating a shawl, but then bring your hands through. Good. So you have some tension on it. It's around behind your shoulder blades. And all I want you to do is just press it forward. A little chest press. And then I want you to start angling it upward a little bit. Still working that chest, but adding in some shoulders. And then I want you to bring your hands here, so your stick up arms, and alternate. Reaching to the sky. So now just shoulders. Good, then we're gonna go back to both arms and up on that angle. So we're getting chest and shoulders. And then out front. And then leave those arms right here, double time it. Should be feeling this in the shoulders by now, hopefully in the chest some too. 3, 2, and 1. Relax those shoulders out of your ears. You can put that band off to the side for a moment. Roll those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and then let's bend into those knees. Shoulders out of your ears. Leave that right hand where it is. Drop that right shoulder in. Take your left arm, reach to the side. And then left hand back down, drop it in. Right arm reaches up. Good. Come back through center. Round that tailbone under and extend it out. Good. And round it under and extend it out. One more time. Round it under, extend it, weight in those heels, Big deep breath in, and let's come up. All right, so now let's grab that band. You're gonna fold it in half. Step into it with your right foot. And then move the band into your left hand and turn that palm to face me. Turn your right toes in and straighten that leg as much as you can. So feel your quad engaged. Leave your hand by your side for now. Lift that right leg. Feel this right back here in that outer hip area. Last one, bring it down. Now just the arm, nice straight arm. It may not go far if you have a short band like as mine is, or a tight one, but feel some shoulder work here. And then we put those two things together so the arm lifts at the same time the leg lifts. And again, we're working that outer hip and that shoulder at the same time. Last two. Last one, hold both of them off the ground. Make sure that leg is nice and straight and give me pulses. And relax. All right. Yeah, let's do it. Keep that on your right foot. Bring it now into your right hand. And then step back with that right leg. Good. Turn your palm toward face front. And just give me a little bicep curl. Or thumb can be up. Beautiful. And then leave the arm down. Make sure that left knee is bent so you can lift that right leg off the ground. Press through the heel and lift it up. Tap and lift. And then of course we're going to put those two things together. So bicep curl as you extend that leg. Make sure that left knee is bent. Spine is long. Bicep curl and leg extension. Two more. Beautiful. Let's stand it up. Switch the band, leave the band in your right hand, but switch it underneath your left foot, please. And again, palm is facing the front, arm is fairly straight. Turn those left toes in, engage that quad, lift that leg, outer hip. Good. And then keep the foot down, lift the arm. And then we put those two things together, leg and arm lift. Few more here. Beautiful. Now, oh, with pulse, sorry, lift them both up. Give me pulses. Now we switch it over into the left hand, but keep it underneath that left foot. Right leg goes forward, left leg steps back, bend that right knee. Bicep curls with that left arm. Thumb to the sky or palm to the sky if you want. Good. And then arm down, leg up. Press through that heel and with that leg, again, making sure that right knee is bent. And then we put those two things together. Bicep curl, leg extension. Last two. And last one. Woo, bring that up. Shake that out. All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. We're going to go wide legs into our plie position, toes turned out, abs drawn in, bend those knees, sit down into that plie, and we're just, no arms for right now. We're just going to lift and lower that heel. Good. One more. Leave those heels lifted, straighten up your legs. So heels come down, bend your knees, lift those heels, and come up. So up and down, tailbone is nice and long, so you're not pitched forward. Good. All right, fold your band in half for most of you. Palms are gonna face the back, elbows are bent, and that band is across your hips. So you're gonna keep this plie going. Actually, let's leave it at the bottom for a second and let's get this tricep. So it's not straight back, it's not all the way out to the side. It's kind of halfway between the two. Bend and straighten your elbow. Now, if your band is really tight and you don't have any range of motion, then go to that single. And then when you're ready, add on that plie. And you can do the tricep at the bottom or the top, doesn't really matter. You could double time it and do bottom and top. Oh, that's nice. You get twice as much. Maybe try that. So pinky is towards the back, right? So you're getting those triceps, and make sure you have that bend in the elbow. Just a few more here. All right. Let's stay with those heels lifted, elbows back, and we're just going to pulse those triceps. Hopefully burning them out by now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake those out. All right. So that should have gotten some quad work as well as that tricep work. And let's grab our chair for a moment, please. All right, so we're going to sit in that chair. This gave you a second for your biceps to rest. We're going to bring that underneath our left foot. And then left arm just by your side for now. So just stability here. Lift that left foot up and bend and press through the heel. So it's not a very big bend. Working this glute, or excuse me, this quad. Try not to round, right? Sit up nice and tall. Now leave the leg extended, and then you're just going to press back, tricep again. So we're kind of working them twice in a row. Should be kind of burning them up here. Last time, now we put the two together. You straighten your leg as you press back. Bend and straighten. Arm and leg bend, both straighten. Bend and straighten. Two more. Leave it there, and now we're going to pulse. Barely bend, straight, straight, straight. Press both, straight. 3, 2, and 1. Ah, bring that down. All right, let's loop that right foot this time. And bands are in the right hand. Hand is just down by your side for now. Lift that right leg up, bend and straighten and straighten. Good, now leave the legs straight, take the arm back, and press, and press, and press. And now we do both, bend and straighten, straighten, bend and straighten. Again, it's not a big bend for either. Sit up as tall as you can. Good, and now pulsing, bending, little bend, straighten, straighten, straighten. And relax. Oh, hopefully you felt those. All right, and now we're going to stay seated, but we're going to add on to this in just a second. Let's slip it back under that left leg. And then turn your left arm towards the front. Lazy little seated bicep here for a moment, just for a second. And then I want you to come, and you're going to see where you need to be. You can come up out of that chair and hover a couple inches above it, or you can be almost in that chair. And then we're just doing that one side bicep curl. And it's a small range of motion, but where you can get that maximum effect. Just two more here, but your quads should be engaged, right? Hopefully, and if you did not feel that in your quads, I'd like you to sit a little bit deeper. And now we're sliding it underneath the opposite leg. So again, go into that hover till you feel those quads working. And then as you're ready, bicep curl. Keep sitting back and down until you really feel those quads. Two more. Beautiful. You get to sit down for a second. All right, depending on how long your bands are, they could stay under your feet, but probably for most of us, they're gonna come either under you, probably easier, or you can bring them under your chair if you want. We're gonna do another shoulder exercise. So bring those arms, we're gonna go straight up the first couple of these. Sit up nice and tall, make sure you're not rounded, lengthen through that tailbone. Imagine that you're trying to stretch the top of your head towards the sky. Make sure you feel this on the tops of your shoulders. Two more like this. Last one, bring your arms down so you're in a V, and here you go. And then if you want, keep going. If you want to add on some quad work, then you go right back to where we were a moment ago. With that band still underneath your quads, or excuse me, behind your booty. And we're still working those shoulders, straight arms, so that it's shoulder work, right? Nice straight arms, good there, better. And we're sitting back and down, getting those quads. You could roll up on those toes if you want to feel those quads a wee bit more. Keep going. You have 8 more. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Nice job. Just roll that out for a second. Shoulders roll up, back and down. I want you to take your left arm from that bicep that we did a moment ago, flex through the heel of the hand, and just open it behind you. And then other side, right arm, flex, lift, reach. Good, very nice, shake that out. You're next to your chair, you probably want this for balance because we're gonna be single leg. I don't think you're gonna need your band right now. Shift your weight onto your right leg, point your left toes, abs on in, head is high, single leg, heel raise, straight leg. Try not to lean too much on that chair. If you're using it for balance, maybe just have a couple fingers there. Good, last 2 like this. Hopefully you feel that. And relax. And we're shifting over into that other leg. So weight on your left leg, right toes are pointed, abs long in, head is lengthening to the sky, and we lift and lower. Try not to fall back on your heels when you come up. Just a couple more here. Beautiful. Let's stretch those calves out. So step back with either leg and bend forward on the opposite leg. Press that back heel down. Make sure your booty's not sticking out. That's avoiding that stretch. Bend that back knee to take that stretch a little deeper and roll up on those toes. Turn your toes in, heel out, lunge forward, press the heel down. Bend that knee and roll up. And now toe out, heel in. Lunge it, press the heel down, bend the knee, and roll up. And now that leg comes forward, opposite leg back. Lunge forward, press the back heel down, and bend that front knee. And then, and then bend the back knee, roll up. Toe out, heel in, lunge it, bend the knee, roll it up. Toe in, heel out, lunge it, and bend the knee, and roll it up. All right, so let's go back to that first side since that leg has had a moment to rest. We're gonna do some work without the bands. Keep them handy. You're probably not done with them. Weight on that right leg again. Left toes are gonna point. We're gonna bend both knees We're going to bring that left leg in. Option to roll up on those left toes. Right leg is going to come to hip height, slightly out on an angle. You should be working here. If that's too much on the ball of the foot, bring that heel down. Extend that leg straight. Point it hard. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Yes, we're going to go slow motion. Bend to both knees. Come up. Extend that leg. Hold it. 4, 3. Can you lift it an inch higher? 2 and 1. Bend and down and lift and extend. Hold 4, 3, 2 and 1. One more like that. Bend, lift, hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Back again. Bend down. This time instead of holding, you're going to lift 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch, and then come down. I hope you guys feel these. Bend, lift, extend, lift. Beautiful. Last time, bend it, lift it, reach. Good. And now the last one of all, bring it up, hold it here, reach it, lift it 1/4 inch higher, hold it, hold it, hold it, feel that quad shaking higher, and bring it down. If this is giving you some love, turn, tuck that left hip under, bend that left knee, drop down so that from your knee to the front of your hip, you feel a beautiful stretch. Then your arm comes up, lean behind you, and then lean over to your right. Good. Let's come up, take that same leg across, stick that booty out, round it under, stick it out again, and then that leg goes across the other, and we're up and over to the right. Okay, other side, please. Okay, so weight is on your left leg. Right toes are pointed. We're going to bend both knees. We lift it up on your toes if you want. Extend that leg straight. Hold it there for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bend it, lift it, extend it, hold for 4 and 3. Get that leg straight. Yeah, and 1. Bend it, lift it, extend it, hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more like that. Bend, lift, extend, hold. Beautiful. And now we just do the lifting one. Bend and lift and hold. And we lift 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make it a lift, not a throw my leg up there. Bend and lift. Lift, 2, 3, 4, back, up, down, extend, lift. Good, one more like that. Last time we come up, we extend it, we extend it, we hold it, just holding it, holding it, holding. Nice, bring that down. Right leg steps back, right hip tucks under, bend that knee, rock down so you feel that stretch, right arm can go up, and maybe reach behind you, come up, right leg crosses the left, sit your booty out, extend that spine, round it under, extend it again, and then cross the right over the left, and reach back to your left. Nice, bring that up. Okay. Let's just finish off a little bicep, tricep, okay? So you're gonna play with this for a moment. Let's put your right hand, palm, left hand, palm back, right? So I could do a tricep here, and I could do a bicep here. Only you know what you're gonna do is both at the same time, right? So you may have to choke up on that band. You could double it up. Ooh, interesting, right? So you're getting tricep and bicep at the same time. That might be miserable depending on what kind of band you have. And then let's just lunge with that left leg forward, right leg back. And again, you decide whether you want a single or a double band. And yes, they are going a little bit away from each other, not straight back, but out to the left and out to the right. Just 2 more. hold, and then all you're gonna do is reverse it. So step back with the opposite leg, left palm up, right hand pushing back, try a couple tricep presses, a couple biceps, and then put those two together. Keep it going. Last two. And last one. Woo, shake that out. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. We are coming down to the ground. Keep your chair handy, please, and bring your bands with you. All right, so let's start a little glute work by using our bridge. So you're gonna fold that band in half, and you're gonna place the heels of your feet up in that chair. You're gonna slide one hand through the fold, and the other hand is holding, but trying to just hold it between your thumb and index finger. That, you know, may not work out for you. And then place your hands down by your sides. Press your fingertips, all 10 fingertips, try and get your wrists and your forearms into the ground, the elbows, triceps, and shoulders. And then flex your feet and lift your hips off the ground. And you should feel that in your glutes. Keep your arms on the ground. Arms are down, lift 1 inch with your hips, 1 inch, lift 1 inch, keep your feet flexed. Last two like this, and last one, come down for a second. This time, lift your hands just a couple inches off the ground, deep breath in, exhale, lift those hips up, and now you're gonna press your arms straight down. We've done a lot of triceps, so we're just gonna do these for a second. And relax. You know we're putting all that together, right? So now we lift our hands an inch or two off the ground, we lift our hips, and then as we press our hands to touch the ground, we lift our hips higher. Press down to lift higher, press down to lift higher, press to lift, press to lift. Couple more, press to lift, press to lift, press to lift. Relax for a second. We're gonna do one more round, slightly different this time. Flex your left leg strongly, keep your hands on the ground this time. Right leg is slightly up in the air, and left hip lifts, left only. Press up, press up, press up, and press, and press, and press, and press. Whew. I hope y'all felt those. All right, right heel in the chair, deep breath in. Exhale, ribs pull down, lift up, and lift that left leg, and press down with the right to lift up. So I push down with the right heel to lift the hips higher. And relax. Well, our core triceps, let's bend that right elbow and bring it across to tap your left shoulder, and then up over your head, and then bring it underneath the middle of your spine, and then over to the right. Beautiful. Left arm comes across, taps the opposite shoulder, lift it up, over your head, move the hand to the center of your back. Oh, that feels really good. And then over to the left side. Nice. And shake that out. Okay. Let's get one more round of outer hip. So we're going to bring that band across our thighs. You're going to grab the tail and the loop. Bring your knees in front and knuckle down with your top hand. So knuckle down, of course, means you stabilize here. Heels together, toes apart, waistline off the ground. Try not to be crunched in a fetal position, but extended long in that upper spine. And then we press up against the band. When you have enough tension, I want you to stay there and press up, press up, press up. Keep pressing. hold it here. Just simply hold, 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 and relax. Ow. All right, switch it over to the other side, please. Grab that band, grab that tail, knuckle down, knees are stacked, hips are stacked. Notice if you've crunched in, lengthen out that upper body, heels together, toes apart, and we press open. When you feel tension, then from there you push open. Waistline lifted. Good, hold it here, just hold, 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 hold. And relax. Woo, very nice. All right. Lay that band across your mat so that you can lie down on it with your shoulder blades. And then bring it around, grab it with your hands. You're going to play with your tension. Actually, you know what? Let's bring it underneath your armpits so it won't rub up against you so much. We're just doing a chest press here, right? So knuckles to the sky, press up, and if you want a little different action, you're going to press up and bring it in and then press out. So feeling some chest muscles here. If you want to relax those fingers, just reach them straight and keep the band between your thumb and your index finger. Last two and last one. Roll yourself up and let's get the opposite set of muscles. So I'm going to give you a couple options here. As always, maybe the easiest thing to do is to lasso your feet, how I normally do. But depending on what your chair is like, you could also try to put your band around your chair, but then you're going to have to put your feet up against the back of the chair so the chair won't move with your amazing strength, right? But if you feel like that's going to pop your band, right? Because if you have sharp edges, you may have rounded edges, then instead, as I said, we'll go to those feet. So band goes across the front and then around in between the arches, and then your feet can be together or they can be slightly apart. Your knees can be bent, no big deal, right? It's just about straight back rowing for now. If this hurts your feet, that's when you're going to go to the chair. And then if you want to change it up a little bit, turn your palms slightly down, lift your elbows a little higher, and really expand through the chest and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep that going for me, please. Good, hold it back, just hold, and then let's let that go. All right, woo, shake that out for a second. Okay, let's let's head on over onto our spines. And I still like your chair to be handy, but just have it where when you extend one leg, it just barely touches that chair. Let's bring both legs to tabletop and put the band across the front of your right thigh. Lift that left leg up in the air and then lift yourself up and maybe reach that leg towards the chair. At the same time, fingers are long, press your fingers to lift yourself higher, but resist with your thigh, right? So your thigh is staying in place, your fingers are reaching. Boy, I feel this. And then take a break. We're going to switch that up. So band across your left leg, right knee comes up and in, and we reach it towards that chair. And then we press long with our hands and resist with that left thigh, pressing and reaching and holding. And now knees together. Let's make it that fluid motion. Left leg reaches, press against the right thigh. Right toes reach, press against the left thigh. And inhale to switch and exhale to reach. So you should be feeling this a little more than usual when you're single leg stretch. This is kind of like a single leg pull also. So really stretch those fingers long. Take an extra moment if you need to push against that thigh. Take an extra breath in and out. Don't forget, you're pushing against the bent knee, not the straight one, right? To make that the challenge. All right, and then come on down. Bring those bands still folded in half for me, please. Hands about shoulder width apart, right? Shoulders back and down, legs tabletop. Deep breath in. On the exhale, let's lift up, reach your arms over your head, reach your legs in extension, so double leg stretch. But then I want you to open and close your arms and your legs. Open, 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 open. And then exhale, bring yourself a little higher. You can cheat, help yourself out. And then extend again, and we open, 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 open. Bring yourself a little higher. Two options to do that. I'm doing it right over the front of my shin because that's what's available. But you could literally whip that band around behind you and pull yourself up that way if you wanted to, but then you have to whip it again before you come here. And that's not the song I'm playing. Good. Good. Just keep it going. So it's our double leg stretch, but with some bonus love here, right? Good. Last time, go ahead and put the band across your shins and let's give them a hug in. If that's too much, if you have some knee issues, bring that band behind your hamstring instead and pull in. And maybe take a couple rocks side to side. All right, we're going to go into a side plank, and I'm going to give you that challenge today to use the chair for the side plank. So as always, if you feel like you might need more cushioning, feel free to fold your mat up. The top leg is going to go in the seat of the chair. And then this will give you a good idea of, do I normally line up? Because if I'm rolled back, then I'm not lined up. So I have to push my elbow back, scoot my hips back even with that leg, and then I'm going to lift up. Now, that might not seem so bad so far, or you might feel it. What if you straighten that lower leg and lift it? What if you took that lower leg and just simply rested it on the chair? Or what if you took that lower leg and tapped up and down? And keep that going for me. I'm just looking to see what's going on. I'm seeing some interesting things. All right, and then as you're ready, come on down gently, please. And let's switch the chair to the opposite end. You don't have to use the chair. You guys know that, sorry. That's, yeah. Always option to not do what I say. Because who does? All right. Roll over onto that elbow, shoulder up, back, and down. Put that top foot in the chair and give yourself an idea of where your hips need to be. Then come on up, and then that bottom leg can hang out, or it could tap and lift. Any of the options you did on the other side. Nice, good, good, good. Couple more seconds here, and then relax. All right, and then for our forward plank, I'm going to give you that same option, which is to have your feet up in the chair, so long as you know your chair isn't going to scoot anywhere, right? Hands are apart, and then when you're ready, you're up in that chair and lift. Try not to let the hips plank. Obviously, don't let them sag. So just be really aware of where your body is in space. You may have to pull your abs in a little extra. And then gently come down. Let's turn around and face our chair. Put your hands in the chair, thumbs up, and sit those hips back. And just elongate. Let your chest drop in between your hands, and that should give you a nice stretch here. Good, and then bring it forward and roll it back. And we should be done with our chair, finished with our chair. Let's come on back over. We're in that seated position. We're going to grab that band again, and it's still folded in half, so let's leave that. Hands, again, shoulder width apart or a little wider, palms facing down. Hinge back for me as if you're going to do a roll down. Pull your ribs and your abs in, open and close the band. And then bring it up over your head and just continue to open and close. If bringing it over your head causes this to happen, then keep it in front of you where you can see it. And then relax, bring it up, sit tall for a moment. Okay, let's hinge back again in that roll down position. Make sure your ankles and knees are in parallel. Abs drawn in, ribs pull down. This time, we're going to go up and over to the side, and your back arm is going to lift towards the sky, right? So I'm coming up and over, but I'm also lifting that back arm upward, just like we did a moment ago. Look and see, my knees were like, row, row, row your boat here. Look and see what your knees are doing. Try to keep your knees lined up so that you know you're rotating at your waist rather than your hips, as I was doing like pistons or something crazy. Couple more. Nice. Come on back. Let's lasso the tops of your feet and bring that band around behind the arches. All right. Keep your feet on the ground. You can, as a matter of fact, I think most of us can do this with straight legs. This hurts your back, bend your knees. Otherwise, using your biceps and your abs, lower yourself down with control. Relax at the bottom, inhale. Exhale, roll yourself up, keep your feet on the ground, coming up a vertebra at a time, using your biceps to help you if roll-ups don't normally work for you. Good. Couple more just like that, rolling down a vertebra at a time, trying to find symmetry as always. Good, one more time, roll it down. And last time, roll it up. All right, as you come up, find a balanced position. Arms up, you're in that V position. Good. Then I'm going to ask you, you can hold your arms where they are, lift and lower your legs. Try to make sure your torso isn't doing this, right? Torso staying leaning back. Nice job, y'all. You look strong. No movement in your torso, right? Torso just stays in place, legs move. And then leave your legs where they are and roll down. And then roll back up without moving your legs. So roll that torso down and up without moving your legs, if you can. If that's not working, a moment ago we did this with your legs out front and on the ground, so try that if you need to. And then finally, you know where we're headed. We're going to turn this into the teaser. So that means everything comes down in a long straight line. Inhale to prepare, and then on the exhale, you're going to lift yourself up into that V. Arms go up overhead, toes above your head, and then gently bring it down. Inhale. Exhale, lift everything up, find that V position, be strong, and exhale down. Let me see about 3 more. Let me see those beautiful V's at the top if you can. And then the next time you come up, let's hold that V. Bend those knees for me. Ah, feet down. Untangle those feet. Nice work, you guys. Let's head down. onto our spine. All right, we're gonna stretch one leg at a time with the bands. As always, you have the option for safety to wrap the band around the front of your foot and bring it around behind. Or if you're at home, I don't know what you're doing, you can just put your foot in it with the band across your arch. But for some bonus love, if you bring the band parallel with your foot, you can sometimes get a little different and extra stretch. So feel free to try that if you want. Oops. And the band, by the way, whichever way you're doing it, is on your right foot for now. And therefore it's in your right hand. So let's pull the shoulder blade back and down and see if that brings that leg into a little more stretch. And then point the leg away, let the shoulder blade lift up. And then bend the elbow, get the shoulder blade down, and bring that leg with a flexed foot. And then I want you to press the ball of the foot to the sky. And then point your toes to the sky. Keep your shoulder down. Pull your toes back, ball of the foot back, heel up. One more time, we flex through the ball of the foot and toes, and then toes back, ball of the foot back, heel back, elbow to the side. Just hang that leg out in space. Inner thigh stretch and some hamstring. The closer those toes are towards your face, the more hamstring. Reach over with your left hand, please. Straighten out your left leg, flex through that heel, right arm to the side. Turn your right leg in and let it drop slightly to the left. Really turn it in, press that heel to the sky. Good. Bend that knee for a nice little stretch to the side. If you want to, you can straighten your leg while it's over there and support the elbow using the band. And then as you're ready, everything comes back through center. Use that right arm to bring yourself back up. Bend that knee and bring that leg as close as you can. Have the bands in each hand now. Big, deep stretch on your hamstring, and then straighten out the leg as much as you can. If you're really getting that big, big stretch, you'll start shaking. And then let's keep the band handy, but for now, just cross that right ankle over the left thigh, bend the left knee, slide it in, thread your needle, flex through that heel, and then bend that left knee, cross the right one all the way over, arms out into that T, and knees drop left. And then everything comes back through center. Might as well stretch those legs out and see if the right side feels better. Holy cow, it does. And then we're going to lasso the left foot however you've decided you want to do it. And then the band is in your left hand. I'm going to bring those legs apart. Maybe prop that left elbow down. And then we'll get that foot stretch in a second, sorry. Use that right hand, bring it straight up, and then now straighten out the right leg, and now press the ball of the foot and then the toes to the sky, and then toes come back, ball of the foot back, heel up, ball of the foot and toes, and then toes back, ball of the foot presses, heel presses one more time, and then band in your right hand, bring it across your body, turn your toe in, heel out, elbow down, and you can go all the way across if you want, or you can just bend into a twist. And once you get there, you might decide to straighten it out. Reach over with your left arm, bring everything back through center, grab band with both hands, bend the knee as much as you can, get that leg in really close. You might already feel that hamstring stretch, and then try and straighten that leg. Oh, oh. Good. As you bring that ankle down, cross it over the right thigh, bend that right knee, up and in, thread your needle. Bend that knee, cross everything over, drop right. And then everything on back through center. Arms reach overhead. You're going to make your way onto your hands and knees, whether you roll up to do that or roll onto your side, either way is fine. Bring those hands way out in front of you for me, please. Let's roll it forward as if you're doing a cow. and drop onto those elbows and get that little extension. And then press it back up. Walk those hands back. Regular cat, regular cow. Couple more here. Good. From there, let's go left arm, right leg extended in a neutral spine. And then right arm, left leg extend in a neutral spine. And one more left arm, right leg. And right arm, left leg. Good. Give me that cat and cow. Walk those hands a little ahead so that you can tuck those toes into a high plank. Press back, down dog, walk it back. Pedal those feet out. Walk. Feet wide, please. Walk it back in your head, shake yes and nod no. And then bend your knees, hands on your thighs. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Big deep breath in.